Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah amma ba'd fa bismillah assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. All praise and thanks are due to Allah, and peace and blessings be upon His Messenger. So moving on to the video, we begin with Allah's name. So peace be upon you, welcome and greetings. We're at the last 7 letters now for the last part of this video for the Arabic letters, 28. So we'll just dive straight right into it. We left off at Gaff. Now we're going to start off at Gaff. So if you notice, I spell it differently. It's with a K sound. So, or I spell it with a K. The reason being, if you say the word kick in English, kick, that's basically where this Gaff will be coming out from. But now we want to put a little bit of the Arabic accent in, and here's a tip. When you say kick, put your hand in front of your mouth and try to feel if air comes out of your mouth when you say the K. K, k, kick. Air does come out for me. So now if I want to tell you to do it, say the K with an accent, you should sound like k, 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 k. So when you say it with this accent, air should not come out. So that I'll say it first with an accent, without the accent, then I'll say it with the accent. So first time I say it, there will be air coming out of my mouth. Second time, there won't be air. K, 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 k. So there's, if you can listen, there's a kind of a difference, if you can hear the difference. So once you say that, you finish off by saying af, af, with a fa or the F sound. Gaff, 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 gaff. And that's pretty much gaff. So now, and a lot of people confuse qaf and gaff together. So you're going to have to make sure you can say these properly. Qa, ga, qa, ga. Big difference. Next letter, we're going to do lam. And this one is, if you remember when we did raw, this is pretty much in the same area. So this is what the letter should be like. In English, when we say L, our tongue touches over here near the soft palate of our mouth. Right around there. So if we say the word loser, that's the noise we start off with. Loser. Now if we want to say lam in Arabic, what we want to do is put our tongue in the soft palate. So basically, remember where we said raw? That's where we want to put our tongue, so we should sound like l, 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 l. So there's a difference between saying l and a difference and from that of saying l, 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 l. So when we put our tongue up here, we sound like l, and that's where we want to sound. Well, that's where we want our tongue to be. Then we finish up by saying am. Lam, and again this letter is light. Lam, 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 and that's pretty much this letter. Next letter we'll move on to. So this one's pretty easy. You just let your lips touch. Meme, meme, meme. And if I try to say it like with an English accent, I say meme, meme, meme. That's a little bit more on the hard side or the heavy side. We want to keep this letter light. Meme, 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 meme. Next letter now. This one's pretty easy as well. So same exact spot where we put our tongue for L or lam and ra, right here. We put our tongue here again. Noon. So we start off by putting our tongue here in the soft palate, and we say ooh, and then we end it by putting it in the same place. Noon, noon, noon. And if I say it in English, like the way the word sounds, it's spelled right now, noon. Hey, what time is the event tomorrow? It's going to be at noon. 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 So again, our tongue comes up here when we say it in English, the N. What we want is to put our tongue at the front, near the front of the teeth, or near the back of the teeth in the front row, or the top row of the front 2 teeth. So we want to put our tongue right around there and say with that sound. So when you say it in English, it's when you say it in Arabic, it's noon, noon, noon. And that's pretty much noon. So now we'll go on to another letter, another similar kind of letter. So this one, I'm going to put a underline here. And the reason being is this letter is basically like, I mean, you basically come home from a test and you find out you got a really bad grade, so you let out like a really deep sigh. So if this is the throat, then here's the chest around here. So the letter comes from the chest to the bottom of the throat. So the way this letter sounds is ha, So basically, when you get that bad grade, you're like, right? It's a really deep sigh. So you want to let this letter sound like that. Ha, ha, ha. And obviously I'm over exaggerating a bit, but that's to give you a better sense of how the letter should sound. So it's better to over exaggerate the letter and calm it down later than to by chance not say it proper in the very first place. So again, this letter is ha, ha, ha. One more time. Ha. Alright, next letter, second to last letter now. This letter is pretty easy as well. You just don't let your lips touch. The name of this letter is wow. If you speak Urdu or something, a lot of the times, or any other language that's related to Arabic, you end up saying v. Some people say it with a v. Your lips should not make your sound should not, the sound should not be a v, a v. Your lips should pucker, and they should round, and you should make the woo sound. Wow, wow. So you start off with woo, you say ah, and you end up with ooh, wow, wow. So it's kind of like saying wow in English, except now again, you want to try to say it with an ah, not ow. So when you say it in English, you say the noise with a ow, so kind of like it's heavy. When you say it in Arabic, it should be light. So it should be wow, 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 and that's wow. Last letter now. This one's pretty easy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes you might also see it shaped like this without the dots, you see? But that's okay because it's the same shape. So again, the name of this letter is yeah, yeah, yeah. No diagram needed, and also it's light. So you say ah, yi. So you're like you're saying yes, but now you take out the S and just put ah, yeah, 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 yeah. So that's the end of the alphabet. And in the next video, inshallah, in the next parts, we'll cover the forms of letters. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.